Hello, Dominic here from the Bournemouth Writing Festival. Looking forward to welcoming you to Bournemouth Town Centre on the 26th, 27th and 28th of April 2024. Now, we have over 100 writing events and activities happening over those 3 days, including several networking events. Now, between last year's Writing Festival and this year's Writing Festival, we have actually done some networking events in various places in Bournemouth and Poole. So a lot of people have come to these networking events to meet other writers, to collaborate, or just discuss different things about writing. We know writing is a lonely business, so it's good just to connect with other writers and authors and talk about stuff that we do when we do our writing. Now, one of the people that I'm about to talk to now comes to our networking event, so you might have met her before. It's Linda Liebrand. Now, Linda Liebrand is getting involved in two different events during the Writing Festival. The first one are the one-to-one sessions, which is a book marketing surgery, where you can book in a 15-minute chat, and she will help you, a very personalized and bespoke kind of session on marketing your book. Now, at the time of this video going out, she only has 2 sessions left. So by the time you watch this video, they might all be sold out. I don't know. So we're not going to be talking about that today, because Linda's also hosting a session called The 7 Proven Steps to an Amazon Bookseller Launch. Which sounds really exciting. And I know from our private Facebook group, so many people asking about how to market their book. Now, Linda's talk is at 11 a.m. at Pavilion Dance on Sunday. So a little bit about Linda. Linda originally hails from Sweden and now lives in Bournemouth, lucky us. She was originally a marketeer, and she started a blog about her pet dog, and which turned into a book. And after her son was born, she was teaching him Swedish as well as English, but kind of thought there was a gap in the market there to help other bilingual parents teach their children. So she decided to write a bilingual book, Swinglish, I think the term is called. And now she's kind of using all of her learnings from marketing that book, and she was very, very successful at that, to help other people. She's now a book marketing expert. So hello, Linda, welcome.
Hi, Dom. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Thank you so much for being here today. So, Linda, you have not only you kind of walked the talk and kind of done it all. You've been in marketing, you've written blogs, you've had children, you've then written kind of based on your experience of teaching your son kind of English as well as Swedish. And now you are advising and helping and coaching people with self-publishing their books and marketing their books. So tell us a little bit about you and your writing journey.
Well, now that you listed all those things, I'm wondering if I'm doing too many things, but it's not too bad. Yeah, so I'm one of those people who actually really genuinely love marketing. I know most authors just go, oh my gosh, it's just so cringeworthy and horrible to do all these self-promotional things. But I genuinely love it because I've always worked in marketing. And so a couple of years ago, when I went back to work after having my son, I got a consulting gig at a publishing company, a self-publishing company. And I was helping authors to go from finished manuscript to published book. And at that point, I found that so many authors went, well, what do I do about marketing? And they froze and they panicked. And at that point, I felt so helpless, because it wasn't part of my job to help them with the marketing elements. But I knew all of it because I had published all my own books. I had got bestseller badges and really good sales coming through. But I couldn't help them because there wasn't time, and there wasn't the right time or the place to do it. So at that point, I decided to venture out and start this marketing business. And well, here I am. So what I do is I help authors mostly with 2 things: either book launches, which is basically the first thing most people kind of need help with. You have your first book, you need help with the book launch. I do that. The second problem that authors come to me with is when they've got a big backlist of books and they're not selling as well as they know that they could sell. Then what I do is I go in and I analyze all the underlying data and the statistics, and I look at the covers and all sorts of things, and basically reboot the sales. So those are the 2 sort of main things that I help self-published authors with.
And I know that it's not just about saying to people, I've written a book, I've written a book, I've written a book. There's so many different techniques, aren't there? I know you were very successful with your Swinglish book, you know, kind of creating, I don't know what you call them actually, but kind of little activities for people to do. So it's all part of the brand of your book as opposed to just trying to sell your book all the time.
Yeah, I mean, if you were only talking about buy my book, buy my book, buy my book, people would stop following you quite quickly. So when I launched my Swinglish books, I've got 12 of them at the moment. So it's 12 children's books. What I did is I was talking to parents about how to teach their kids Swedish, engaging activities that they could do. I created printables and, you know, had conversations with them because we had a lot in common, because we both, you know, both had children a similar age and we had the same issues and problems and excitement going around. So I talked about that on social media, and that worked really, really well. But also, book marketing is not just about social media. That's just that little bit. Even if you don't like social media, you don't even need to be on social media. There's so many other marketing activities that you can do.
And that's the thing, it's so bespoke to every single person, I suppose, isn't it? And you know what somebody's willing to do, as you said at the beginning, you know, it's a little bit cringe, isn't it? Because we're writers, we don't want to be out there shouting about it, we just want to be writing and not marketing. But there are so many different techniques, as like giving away the first chapter and all that kind of stuff. So your talk is called 7 Proven Steps to an Amazon Bestseller Launch: How Successful Self-Published Authors Strategically Climb the Ranks on Amazon and earn the coveted bestseller badge. So what are you going to be covering in your talk? Because as we said, it's so dependent on the person.
So what I'm going to be covering in that talk is basically explaining to authors how Amazon works and how it thinks. And obviously it's not one person or it's an algorithm. It's, you know, a big computer sitting somewhere. But if we can understand how Amazon works, then we can help ourselves promote our books so much better. So basically the way that it works is that Amazon is there to make money. Amazon is the biggest bookseller in the world, and they're there to make money. That's their objective. And if we can convince, and I say that convince, and maybe I should just say show Amazon how good our books are and what they're actually about and how the algorithm can match their book with the right reader at the right time, then we can help Amazon make money. And if we can help Amazon make money, guess what? Amazon is going to help us sell our books, because that's how they make money. So in my talk, I'm going to talk through the steps, I think I said 7 steps that are involved in helping Amazon understand what your book is about so that it can present it to the right reader at the right time, and how we can make it, how we can help the readers find these books. Because like I said, book marketing doesn't have to be pushy at all. That's just so far from the truth. Book marketing is actually helping the right person find the right book at the right time. People are looking for books right now. Millions of people are sitting on Amazon looking for books. So it's not like we're trying to shove books down people's throats. We're literally just trying to match right person with the right book, putting out those breadcrumbs so that they can find each other. And that's what the session is going to be about. So on a more technical level, if anyone's interested, I will be talking about things like categories, keywords, subtitles, what a book cover should look like, very tactical, technical things that you need to sort of line up if you are looking to get a bestseller badge on Amazon.
Okay, and who do you think should be coming to your talk? Is it people that have finished their manuscripts and are ready to go to market, or is it people who are halfway through and starting to think about the end, or complete beginners? Who should come?
Well, so it could be either authors who have published a few books and are wondering why they're not selling, because they could have tremendous benefit from learning these different elements that need to be part of a book marketing campaign, because then they can go backtrack and go into their old books and change stuff. But also people who are looking to launch their first book, ideally before they've actually created their book cover, because that will be part of the talk. So before you are actually published is the best time to come to the talk. But if you've already published and you're looking to publish more, then you're still going to get tremendous benefit from it.
Okay, great. So what are the takeaways that people are going to be leaving with after they've been to it? So obviously you talked about the 7 proven steps, but is it a one size fits all for everybody?
It's not a one size fits all for everybody. In terms of the greater scheme of marketing for book marketing, but when it comes to the way that Amazon and Amazon book launch works, this kind of works. It works for children's books, it works for non-fiction, it works for novels, and anything really. Any type of book that's going to be launched on Amazon, self-published on Amazon, will have a tremendous benefit from this. Now I forgot your actual question. What did you ask? I just started rambling.
It's okay. I was asking about the takeaways. So what are you hoping to be able to do once they leave your session?
Yes. So what I'm hoping they'll be able to do is to not feel overwhelmed with what each thing within Amazon's sales pages. You know, when you upload your book, there's a lot of questions about what should go where. So they're going to know exactly what to put in where, and they're going to know exactly what to do when leading up to their launch to give their book the best chance of success. So yeah, so the key takeaway is basically like a clear map from publishing your book to hopefully getting that bestseller badge.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much, Linda. So Linda's talk, The 7 Proven Steps to an Amazon Bestseller Launch, is at 11 a.m. on Sunday, the 28th of April at Pavilion Dance. But if you want something a little bit more bespoke to you and your book and what you feel comfortable doing the marketing, then maybe book in one of those last 2 slots with Linda's one-to-one book marketing surgery on the Saturday, which is going to be in Bobby's. So Linda, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Dom. It's been great talking to you.
Great. And yeah, so may hopefully see you at the networking event on the Friday night, or the genre breakfast, or the networking events at lunch and dinner. But yeah, other than that, I shall see you at the Bournemouth Writing Festival on the 26th, 27th and 28th of April. See you then. Bye.